How's it going, guys? So this is UFC Fight Night 119 from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and the main event is featuring the return of Lyoto Machida versus Derek Brunson. Okay, so here we go. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, the way that I do my fight prediction is that I would choose the main card only, and then I would choose one from the undercard, which is, to me, it's a fight to watch, because the reason why it's a fight to watch is that one of these fighters, this might be their breakout performance, or it might be their do or die, because if they lose this, they're done. But however, if they win, welcome to stardom. Okay, so let's get on to this. Okay, the first one is that my fight to watch from the undercard. I am picking Vincente Luque versus Niko Price. I don't think that's how you say Vincent's last name. Okay, Vincent, he's got a record of 11, 6 and 1, and he is 4-1 within his last 5, and his 4 win. It's all from stoppage, and he lost with a unanimous decision. So he's on a tear lately, and he's a striker. Man, this guy he's 4-1 within his last 5, and his opponent is Niko Price. This is the individual. This is the fighter that I believe that we need to keep our eyes on. Niko Price, he's got a record of 10-0, and he competed 3 times within the UFC, and he never gone to the distance. He defeated within the UFC. He beaten Brandon Thatch submission round 1. He defeated Alex Morano round 2, TKO punches. Knockout round 2, and his previous opponents was Alan Jobain, which he defeated 1 minute 44 seconds into round 1 with TKO punches. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm picking Niko Price as the person to look out for, as maybe a future contender. And this match is taking place at the welterweight division. Okay, guys. So after that's being said, I'm picking Niko Price to win. It's not going to the 3rd round. I'm calling stoppage round 3. His previous two stoppage was with punches, but I'm gonna say this is gonna end with TKO stoppage with kicks. Niko Price round 2 stoppage TKO kick. And then we are moving on to the main event, to the main card. The main event already. The main card, which to kick off the card, we have John Linacre versus Marlin Vera. Okay, guys. John Linacre, he's got a record of 29-8. He's a beast, and it's very, very difficult for anyone to pick against him. Oh yeah, and this fight is taking place in with the flyweight division, and John Linacre, his last. Have a look here. I am on the UFC.com right now. Just check out these guys' stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is 6-1 within his last 7, and his last loss was to the title challenger TJ Dillashaw. I thought this thing about flyweight. Okay, so I guess he fluctuates between flyweight and bantamweight. So his last fight was in bantamweight, which he lost to DJ Dillashaw. But in flyweight, he is, oh my goodness, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He is 10-1 within the last 11 in flyweight, and his lone loss was to Ali Bagatodov. Yeah, so he lost to Ali. And his opponent, which is Marlin Vera, he's got a record of 10-3-1, and he last competed at UFC on Fox 25, which is Wyman versus Gastelum, and he won versus Brian Keller, and he is 4-1 within his last 5. Okay, guys, I'm gonna keep this one short. I pick John Linacre, but it is gonna be a decision because this is a 3-round fight, and yeah, I just don't think Marlon Vera got. I just don't think he could beat him. John Linacre, he lose, but he will only lose to like the best of the best. He will lose to the elite, to the top 5, and Marlon Vera is not one of them. So John Linacre for the win, but it is going to go to a unanimous decision. It will not be a stoppage. And next we have Jack Hermanson versus Thiago Santos. Jack Hermanson's got a record of 15-3. He last competed at UFC Fight Night 114, which is Perez versus Moreno, and he won 3 minutes 50 seconds into round 1 with a TKO strike. And his last 9, he is 8-1 within the last 9, and his only loss was a second round loss to Cesar Ferreira. Wow. And this is a middleweight fight. That was Jack Hermanson. And next we have his opponent is Thiago Santos. Thiago Santos is a beast. Holy crap! If you guys haven't seen this guy, he is a specimen. Thiago Santos, he's got a record of 15-5. He last competed at UFC 213, which is Romero versus Whittaker, and he won as well, 2 minutes 4 seconds into round 2 with a TKO strike. And you know, guys, these two guys, they like to trade, they like to bang, and I don't see this fight going into a decision. And for Thiago Santos, the last 8, he's got a record of 6-2. He's got a record of 6-2 within his last 8, and his wins, all of them. Wow, it did not go past round 2. It did not go past 2 minutes 21 seconds into round 2. You know what, guys? One of these guys are going to sleep. They are going out. I am gonna pick Thiago Santos on this one for the win. Round 2, TKO strike. Next, we have Jim Miller versus Francisco Trinaldo. Okay, Jim Miller, he's got a record of 28-10. He is an old guard, and he has also competed at UFC 213 Romero versus Whittaker as well, which he lost to Anthony Pettis, but it's a unanimous decision. But he's he's been on he's on a 2-fight losing streak. But you guys, I will be honest with you. I don't want to see Jim Miller compete within the UFC. It's just the fact that I realize that he has the right to make money, but these guys are just way too good. They will fuck him up, and yeah, I want to see him go. I want to see Jim Miller go to Bellator. Okay, so his opponent, we have Francisco Trinaldo, and Francisco, he last competed at UFC Fight Night 106 versus Kevin Lee, which he lost in round 2, 3 minutes 12 seconds into round 2. But however, his record before that loss, he's got a record of 7-1 before he lost to Kevin Lee. And you guys know Kevin's he's a motherfucker. He's bad mother effer. So I am gonna be biased on this one. I don't think, yeah. I believe that Jim Miller, he's at that point of his career. He's on his way out, and he can no longer compete with the best. And I don't see him beating Francisco. So I'm picking Francisco for the win. I say round 2 submission, rear naked choke. Because according to Francisco, his wins, he last 7 wins. It's TKO punch. Oh, there's a lot of split decision. And doctor stoppage. Okay. And next we have Rob Font versus Pedro Manos. Munhoz. Manos. Okay. Okay, Rob Font, he has a record of 14-2. 14-2, and he last competed at UFC 213 versus Douglas Silva, which he won with guillotine choke into round 2. And he's got a record of 4-1 within his last 5. And his last loss was to an opponent, was to another fighter that's competing on this card as well, which is John Linacre. So he's besides the top 10, it seems like he's just been beating everyone. He beat George Rube, Joey Gomez, Douglas Silva, Matt Chill. Okay, and then Rob Font's opponents, we have Pedro Manho. I don't know how to say that last name. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. But however, he's got a record of 14-2 as well, and this is a bantamweight division fights. And for Pedro, he's got a record of 5-1 within his last 6, and the only time that he went to a decision was when he lost, and that was a split decision to Jimmy Rivera from UFC Fight Night 77. And he last competed at UFC Fight Night 109 versus Damian Stasek, which he won with a unanimous decision as well. And this is a top pick, because these guys are, man. Okay, I'm gonna pick Rob Font with a split decision, because you know what, this is just a toss up for me. Okay, so moving on. Next we have Colby Covington versus Damian Maia. Colby Covington, he's got a record of 12-1, and he is 4-1 within his last 5. His lone loss, was to Warley Alves, which is through a guillotine choke. So he lost through a submission. And this is taking place at the welterweight division. And he's facing freaking Damian Maia. Damian motherfucking Maia. You guys, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Damian Maia, he lost to Tyron Woodley, which is the champ, the welterweight champ. He lost to Rory McDonald, which is top 5 in the world. And when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu, he lost to Jay Chill, which is top 5 in the world as well when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu. But he lost to Jay Chill in 2013, October 9th, 2013. That is 4 years ago. And Colby, his last loss was to a submission. And this guy, Worley, he's no Maia. He's no Maia. So you know what, I am picking the favorite, which is Damian Maia. Okay, in welterweight division, if you are not the champ, which is Tyron Woodley, or if you're not Robbie Lawler, or if you're not Wonderboy Stephen Thompson, I don't see you beating Damian Maia. It is what it is. you might think that I'm being biased, but that's what I believe. But you know what? This is a fight game. Kobe, he might chalk me and beat Maya, but I don't think so. So I'm gonna call this for round 2 submission. I'm gonna say let's have a quick look at Maya's record. Rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. Decision. Round 2 rear naked choke for Damon Maya. That's my pick. And next, on to the main event. We have Derek Brunson versus Lyoto Machida. Okay, guys. This is Lyoto Machida's return, and he hasn't fought. He has not fought in almost 2 years now, plus his suspension. You know what? Despite what anybody says, I believe that ring rust is real. Ring rust is real, and this is going to be an unfavored pick. Okay, but however, I do like the underdog, and I am picking Derek Brunson for this one, and it's going to be a unanimous or split decision. But however, I am picking Derek Brunson for the win. And yeah, cause like, okay, Derek Brunson, he is, let's have a quick count here, 4, 9. He is 6-3 within his last 9. And his 3 lone loss was to UL Romero, Robert Whittaker, which is the interim champ, and then to Anderson Silva, which is, you know what, which is a very close fight. A lot of the people believe that he won that fight as well. And this is not loading. There it is. And Lyoto Machida, he's on a record of 22-7 right now. He's on a bit of, in my opinion, he's on a bit of a downswing, and he's on a 2-fight losing streak. He last fought in July 27th, 2015, so that's over 2 years ago, which was against UL Romero, and then previously he lost to Luke Rockhold. He won versus CB Holloway, and he lost to Chris Weidman. So within his last, let's go back down a bit here. Let's say his last 7. His last 7, he is 4-3 within his last 7. He lost to Yoel Romero, Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman, and Phil Davis. And the three that he won was against Mark Muniz, Giga Musasi, and CB Holloway. And this is, guys, this is going back as far as September 3rd, 2013. Okay, so who knows? Like, I don't. With Lyoto right now, I believe it's a hit or miss, and right now it seems like we're missing a lot than hitting. So that's why it's very difficult for me to pick for him. Like, I like the guy when he first burst onto the scene. He's a beast. He's a beast. He's one of the best. But however, the landscape has changed, and it's just the fact that he's been out from fighting for what, 2 years and 3 months. And Derek Brunson, he's essentially a new wave. I believe that Derek Brunson, he's just slightly above Lyoto at the moment. So that's why I'm picking for the win. But I am picking this, since this is a 5-round fight. Yeah. Okay, I can pick this is a long shot. I can pick Derek Brunson to stop Lyoto Machida from strike. I say punches round 4, like 4 minutes into round 4, with one minute to go. Okay, so a quick recap. I am picking Niko Price to beat Vincent Luque. I'm picking to a stoppage. John Linka to beat Marlin Vera, stoppage. I am picking, who did I say for this? Jack Emerson or Diego Santos? Oh, I'm picking Diego Santos to finish Jack Hermanson round 2 with strike. Just give me 1 moment, guys. I misclicked here, and it took me to the wrong screen. What the heck? Still loading, still loading. Why's it taking so long? And I'm picking Francisco Trinaldo to finish Jim Miller as a round 2, and I am picking Rob Font. Did I say Rob Font? No, Pedro Muniz to finish Rob Font. Okay, if you guys ever said Rob Font previously, now I'm changing it to Pedro Muniz. And then I'm picking Demian Maia to defeat Covington, round 2 submission, renegade choke. And I'm picking Derek Brunson to defeat Lyoto Machida, strike, round 4. Okay. So guys, so that is my picks for UFC Fight Night 119. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Tell me about your picks, if you agree or disagree. And before I go, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and join the conversation. Thank you for listening, and I will talk to you soon.